You ready? Go.
Alright. So,
Alright.
a rising sun.
This is breaking down rising sun. So, as I have him producing it, or introducing it, I will demonstrate and break down basically what he's doing.
Yep.
So first move is a C-set.
Which you will do from a reverse single area setup.
First set of this. Alright, the C-set is the point where you catch it on the balance point,
So it'll be the
right
balance
there,
point.
right here, where the bolt piece meets top stock. That's the balance point, and you're gonna want to bring it behind you, and you can throw it up or catch it like this. You've now done your first C-set. To do a rising sun, what you're gonna do a C-set, except instead of going behind the body, you're gonna bring it around behind your head and have your thumb on the bolt piece, holding it up, so that way your left hand can reach around and grab it, and then throw it up with your left hand.
And
Break
before
it.
you learn that, I'm just going to add in
Good.
that at first, I feel like you should probably learn a fire knife from a C-set, which is a C-set behind, in front,
Yeah.
behind, in front.
If you can learn that, you can do rising sun much more easier. And if you want, you can add variants to it, such as rising sun double exit, triple exit, rising sun BTB flow, double BTB flow, triple, etc.
Yeah.
And the more and more you go on, the more and more you'll progress. You'll be able to do things such as this, okay? Which is called a double rising sun. It's full ninja. You'll be able to do stuff like that. That will come at a cost and much more later on in the as you progress and train.
Alright, so let's get into the tutorial motion. So, at first you're going to want to begin off, behind and in front. Alright, so first you want to begin off doing a C-set. And you will end up catching it here with your thumb right on the metal piece where the bolt is. So you get an easy grip with your thumb guiding. So once you have this, you will bring it around. But while you do this, you are doing a right-handed rising sun. I suggest learning a right-handed rising sun before moving on, as it just helps you learn the motions better. One last thing I want to point out while doing C-set is how the barrel follows or the butt follows. So when you're doing a C-set, you're going to let the barrel lead and the butt follow. So once you do this, it'll pretty much be a half spin. So the barrel leads, butt follows. So when this happens, you are creating a spinning motion, which will move the rifle in that area, which will give you momentum to do the full rising sun. Once you have learned the C-set, you will move on to the bring it behind your head motion of the rising sun. So, to start off, you're going to do your C-set. You're going to stop it here. You're going to bring it around once you're back here, the barrel leads and the butt follows behind your head. It will be behind your head, not above your head, not in front of your head. It will be behind. You will bring your left hand up to grab it, right about the center point balance of the rifle. And then you will let go into your left hand. You're going to come back around, pin your right arm, and then you're going to bring this around and pretty much do a C-set but to your right hand again. And then you will carry it on. To start off, I would like to point out, do not try a single exit just yet. So while you're getting more comfortable with the rising sun motion and getting into the other hand, just pass it to the other hand like this when you're finished. And once you're comfortable with the behind the head motion, it is time that you learn the single exit, which looks like this. So, while you're learning the single exit, you want to keep in mind, you want your hand right by the sling swivel, like right here. So then you'll get the easy flick of the wrist into a rising sun. And the flick of the wrist is what guides the rifle.
If I can point out, if you're just starting out and you think the rifle's a little heavier, you can do kind of fling it up and kind of use your body weight, because that's how
Absolutely.
that's how I learned it. Made it much more easier, because then it gave me rifle control, to which then now I can just do them without even moving.
Yep. I do agree with that. Alright, so as you get more comfortable with the rising sun, you'll end up doing it much faster and better. And you will hit every arm pin every time. But as you get better, you'll end up being able to do a double exit. And then, as you get better from there, you'll be able to do a triple exit, which looks like so. Carry on, Sean.
So I will be demonstrating the BTB flow versions. And basically, one move I recommend you learn beforehand is a regular BTB flow, which you will throw from a reverse single, which looks like this. So what I did is I let it flow up like a C-set, but instead of bringing it around, I caught it with my left hand and I moved as such. So see, it goes like this, like you're doing a handoff in the back position, like this. Except I caught it with one hand, brought it back around. And after that, you can then do Rising Sun variant, which goes as such. Single, pretty easy. Double is more tricky. And then triple is preferably one of the hardest, if not the hardest, besides obviously quad, which goes as such.
Way to go, Sean. Woo!
And quad, if you can do quad, then you're a god. But other than that, that breaks down the BTB flow variant of Rising Sun. And also, if you want to get more comfortable with regular BTB flows, you can do as such, like double BTB flow, and also triple, which I'm not going to triple because yeah.
All right, that is pretty much concludes how to break down a Rising Sun.
And also the BTBs, so yeah.
And the BTB flows, and also higher aerials of the exit.
Of the revert, yes.
So, one thing I do want to point out is, always go slow before fast. Always. Or you end up hurting yourself, which learning any type of exit at first does hurt your wrist, just like butterflies. So really, yeah, those are butterflies. So really keep in mind that always go slow before fast, because even if you fail, I mean, nobody cares. Everybody's going to cheer you on. So, that's all I got for you.
That's all I got. Yeah.
All right.